folks. Welcome in here to Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Television. We're going to be here every week on Heroes and Icons. Glad to spend some time with you folks here in the mountains of Eastern Kentucky. Come to you in 4 different states. Really excited for what's to come with AMW and Heroes and Icons. Hey, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, we've been around for about a year, raised a lot of money, worked with local church groups, some sports teams, some schools, fundraisers for those programs, other nonprofits. But now we're here every week with you guys, and we're going to take a look at some mountain boys, Kyle Maggard, Eddie Browning, and John Noble. These guys, you've seen them. You've seen them as coaches, seen them as athletes, seen them as referees, and now you've got the chance every week to watch these 3 young men compete in the squared circle here on AMW-TV. Let's take a look at these 3 guys. AMW star Kyle Maggard. Kyle, got to know, first ever chance to be on Heroes and Icons. Are you excited?
Nathan, I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. It's an electrifying time for wrestling here in the mountains. You've got the premier organization, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, the premier promotion not only in Eastern Kentucky, not only in the state of Kentucky, but the whole Southeast United States. And it's on WYMT.2 Heroes and Icons. We're happy. I'm happy. Everybody's happy. We're all pumped, jacked to be here.
Well, and tell me, what's going to happen? What can we see from Kyle Maggard on AMW-TV?
Well, it's Kyle Maggard. It's my climb back to the top. I've been buckling down. I've got my sights set. I'm going to come back and try to regain that Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Heavyweight Championship. First, I'm going to take care of business when it comes to those guys, those outsiders from Tennessee, Bo James, Stan Lee, and his wife Misty. I'm going to put our business with them to rest, and then it's on track, focused, zoomed in, 110% on that AMW Heavyweight Championship.
Well, good luck to you, Kyle. Hey, I know you got to get ready tonight. RW Combs, Happy Kentucky. You got to get ready for that. But guys, we will be right back after the break.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand, a brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Kyle Maggard here with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, the premier wrestling organization in Southeast Kentucky. No, Southeast United States. Now, our offices get flooded with questions day in and day out about how you can get your Appalachian Mountain Wrestling merchandise. Well, I'm here to tell you now, you can go to eBay.com, search Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, find our online store there. You can get your own Appalachian Mountain Wrestling shirt that I'm wearing. You can get all of our special DVD tapings, whether it's Thanksgiving Turmoil, Hardwired, Weekends of Champion, Summer Bash. Get your special superstar photos. Get them signed, get them unsigned. Prices may vary, but all the products are the same, and that's simply the best, because we're Appalachian Mountain Wrestling, and we're making wrestling great again.
Appalachian Mountain Wrestling's first ever television taping tonight. Happy Kentucky, RW Combs Gymnasium, 7:30 p.m. Bring your posters and signs, your chance to be on Heroes and Icons. Next week, upcoming events, Back to School Bash Tour in Hyman, Kentucky at the middle school gym. Be there September 15th, 7:30 p.m. as we make wrestling great again. Folks, earlier we saw some work from three guys that are beloved in all of the mountains in Eastern Kentucky, but coming up, you're going to see, I want to hand over the program to a guy named Handsome Bo James for just a minute. He, his wife Misty James, Stan Lee, some other folks from down in the border, down across the border in Tennessee. You really, we're a big fan of folks from Tennessee, but these guys kind of rub everyone the wrong way. And we're going to show you a little bit of what they've been doing in AMW over the past year or so.
When Appalachian Mountain Wrestling started talking to WYMT about putting this program on Heroes and Icons each and every Saturday, they said, we need a big deal. We need a big star. We need a face of Appalachian Mountain Wrestling in WYMT, and right here he stands. From Somerset, Kentucky to Williamson, West Virginia, from Ashland, Kentucky down into East Tennessee. Doesn't matter where you're watching this program on WYMT. Doesn't matter where you're watching it around the world online. You know who I am, unless you're just plain stupid or been living in a holler under a rock lately. And I am Bo James, the Kentucky Crippler, the Coalfield Crusher, the Avatar of the Appalachians, the King of the Mountains, the Monarch of the Mountains, the King of Kingsport, Tennessee, the Terror from Tennessee, and the man that makes every Kentucky wrestler cry at night when he lays down. And if you don't believe me, just watch a little bit of this video right here to see why they also call me the man that likes to hurt people. There you saw just a taste of what I'm capable of doing to your Kentucky heroes like John Noble and Eddie Browning and Kyle Maggard, and a young man by the name of Jordan Clearwater, who I'm going to come to face with tonight in Happy Kentucky at the inaugural taping for Heroes and Icons, just a few minutes from downtown Hazard. And Jordan, you got time to think about it. You got time to back out of it, because if you show up tonight, you're going to get hurt. Now, when I come to Kentucky, I'm not coming alone, because I know how crooked you are, from your high school basketball to your college football and baseball to your professional wrestling. I know how crooked the officials are. I know how crooked the people in the office are. I know how crooked you are from outsiders, and how you're against people like me no matter how much better we are than you. So when I come there tonight, I'm not coming with just my army. They're not my army. This is my family. And the most important part of this family other than me is my beautiful wife, Misty James, who's an accomplished wrestler, champion wrestler herself. So let's take a look at her real fast. Now you know the man that likes to hurt people, the king of the mountains, Bo James, coming. You know my wife, Misty James, is going to be ringside with me tonight in happy Kentucky, but I've also got somebody else coming. My newest member to the family. Or is he somebody from my past that we just don't want you to know who he is? I'm talking about the mass mega destroyer, the man that beat up Kyle Maggard, the man that beat up Eddie Browning, the man that beat up John Noble, and he's going to be right there with me tonight, and they're trying to take his mask off because they're jealous of him. They're trying to take his mask off because they're against him. Well, you're not going to get his mask, you're not going to get my crown, and I want to explain something else to you real fast before they wrap me up on this program. The state of Tennessee has had two great representatives over the years. One of them being the Lone Star right here of East Tennessee, or the three stars on the East, Middle, and West Tennessee flag. A lot of great men have died under this flag and fought under this flag, and if it wasn't for Tennessee, they would have never been an expansion west. They would have never been the United States. They would have never been Texas, because the volunteers are the ones that went and fought at the Alamo. They never would have been a Kentucky, because the Tennessees and the Native Americans in East Tennessee are the ones that took Daniel Boone to East Kentucky. And I'm proud of this flag, just like my partner Stan Lee is. We're real proud of it. We'll fight for it. We'll dig down deep, dirty, and nasty to make sure we get the job done. And I want to show, as we go to break and when they wrap me up here, a piece of video of just how important this flag is to me and to Stan Lee, and how worthless the Kentucky flag and your Kentucky heroes are to us.
Not. There it is. Stan Lee on his knees. Bo James from behind with the Tennessee flag, and this had to be the plan all along. Stan Lee was never planning on kissing that Kentucky flag. Kyle Maggard in serious trouble here after picking up this win. Oh man, right to the kidneys is Stan Lee choking him. Now he's being choked with the Kentucky flag. This is that Tennessee flag being rubbed right in his face, forcing Kyle Maggard to kiss the Tennessee flag. Ref heading for the locker room to get some help here. You know, Tennessee can't be full of bad people. The flag can't resent anything that bad, but these guys really give Tennessee a bad name.
Wrestling, a love and a passion we all share. I've started a wrestling brand. A brand founded on the aspects of wrestling. Two entities working together to create a product that connect emotionally for people everywhere. From counting the lights in your local armory to main eventing in Korakuen Hall in Tokyo, Japan. Collar and elbow, the wrestling brand.
Are you a member of a church group? Are you a member of a sports team, local school, volunteer fire department, or any other nonprofit? Partner with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling for a fundraiser to bring money to your organization. Have some fun, a night of professional wrestling, fun for the entire family, earn some money. Partner with Appalachian Mountain Wrestling and help make wrestling great again. Appalachian Mountain Wrestling's first ever television taping tonight in Happy, Kentucky, RW Combs Gymnasium, 7:30 p.m. Bring your posters and signs, your chance to be on Heroes and Icons. Next week, upcoming events, Back to School Bash Tour in Hyman, Kentucky at the middle school gym. Be there September 15th, 7:30 p.m. as we make wrestling great again. Folks, we're coming up on our last segment here on Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Television, our first ever installment here on Heroes and Icons as we get you acclimated to everything that's happened over the year. And the biggest name in AMW, frankly, in the past year is Sexy Stan Sierra. He is our champion, managed by Phil Fair, and these two have beaten everyone that's been put in front of them. And they don't always play by the rules, but they still end up coming out on top, walking away with that championship. Hey, Phil Fair going to be there tonight for those of you guys that are going to come out to Happy, Kentucky, RW Combs Elementary to our first ever television taping. You'll be seeing plenty more footage from that as the weeks go by. This same time, Saturdays on Heroes and Icons. But let's take a look at our champion and hear from him and his manager, Phil Fair. No respect from the challenger here tonight. You mentioned Kyle Maggard's wrestling career moving forward. I mean, this is a situation that the ref could get involved here maybe, because you're looking at maybe Kyle Maggard's well-being more than just his career. You know, this knee gives out on him. It may never be the same tonight.
You don't want to see an official, take liberties in this match to step in and possibly stop this. But, that's this territory that we're headed towards right now, Nathan, because, he can't even get to his feet. At one point is he defenseless in this match, and that's a point where you have to stop it if you're the official.
He can't do nothing. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Come on.
He's just diving after Stan Sierra there, and he can't even touch him. This is dangerous. He's defenseless.
He's mounted a comeback once in this match already. Maybe Kyle Maggard has. This is hard to watch, folks.
Yeah, it's very hard to watch.
And the referee is calling for it, guys. And an absolutely stunning finish here at the main event. The referee has called for the bell. Kyle Maggard unable to continue, and here we see the belt being handed over to Stan Sierra as he starts the night off with the court injunction, announcing that he will get the title shot at the end of the night. And Kyle Maggard wins the belt, goes from maybe the highlight of his career to losing the title the same night, John. Kane, and next thing you know, folks, I don't know what to say here. I don't know what to say here. Phil Fair grabs the belt. Oh my goodness. Stan Sierra with that elbow right to the skull of Chris Allen. They were just handing the belt over. I think Chris Allen may have been trying to reverse the decision, though. I mean, that's what I think was going to happen. But I don't know. Before he could say anything, before anything could happen, Stan Sierra knocks him out. And this is just madness. Here comes Adam Newsom. As soon as he gets in the ring, though, Stanciera attacking him before he knows what's happening, and now Adam Newsom down on the ground getting stomped. Sierra throws him out of the ring. Now they're back to Chris Allen. Chris Allen did nothing to deserve what he's getting here tonight. He did nothing to deserve what he's getting here tonight. The only thing that you can accuse Chris Allen of is doing his job. As here's Ricky Cardinal. You heard from him earlier in the night. He's coming out to help Kyle Maggard, but he gets the Adam Newsom treatment, thrown from the ring. Kyle Maggard, folks, he is handcuffed to the ring, helpless to do anything but watch Chris Allen take this beating. We need somebody out here. Somebody has to come out and stop this. This is absolutely. Thank goodness Clinton Stacy, Brandon Taggart out to clear the ring. But folks, the damage is already done, and the championship is already in the hands of Phil Fair and Stanciera.
We told you, baby! Huh? Big talk now! It's exactly right, because we can back it up!
These guys have given just about everything they have tonight here in Gray, Tennessee. Stanciera straight into the turnbuckle. Both men on the ground. Brad Thomas stirring, moving a little up to one knee, up to his feet. That could have been what he needed. Stanciera with the jawbreaker, though. Evening things up really quick, gaining the upper hand. He's going for the suplex. We got a roll up here from Brad. 2 count only. Comes off the ropes. Big crossbody to the big man. Kicks out. Brad Thomas really feeling it. Taking him off his feet. Another cover. Another kick out. Irish whip into the corner. Brad Thomas jumping over top of the champ. Reeling it. But he takes one right to the face, and good night, folks. You can count to 10 on that one. Stanciera, another big win here in Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. But what a performance. Folks, I'm here with AMW champion Stanciera and Phil Fair, and I got to tell you guys, these guys are getting rematches, and you guys are still coming out on top, still leaving with this championship. You're doing what you said. Like you said you were going to do. You're going to do it. But I'm telling you, I was down at the AMW offices today. And
what are you doing down there?
Work. You should try it sometime. But
I'll work.
But the word around AMW is that you face the John Nobles, the Eddie Brownings, the Kyle Maggards, Bo James, Stan Lee, the Destroyer. These guys are starting to make some noise, saying that they deserve championship matches, and it's hard to argue against that. So I've got a question for you guys, and it's you've had your run beating these guys that play by the rules, but what happens when you play guys that have the same moral compass as you do? What happens when you play when it's not just a wrestling match, it's a fight with people that'll have, like Bo James, the brass knuckles, or Stan Lee, that'll do whatever it takes, no matter what the rules are. Are you guys still going to come out on top?
Stan!
You know what, Nathan Little? I've said this a million times, and I'm going to say it one more time tonight. You are always the man that shows up with the trouble, with the bad news, with the stipulation, with what is going to happen here. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to make it real clear for you and make it clear for everybody else. Bo James, the Destroyer, Stan Lee. You know, Bo James has been like a mentor to me my entire time in this business. But let me tell you something. This AMW Heavyweight Championship, I've said it 1,000 times. There's nothing that means more to me than being the AMW Heavyweight Champion. I don't just strut around with a belt on my shoulder. I live and breathe AMW wrestling. I want to take on everybody in the Appalachians to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that Stan Sierra and Feel Fair are where they belong, and that's on top of the mountain. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to Bo James, the Destroyer, it's like this. When it comes down to a fight, take one look at me, Nathan Little. Do I look like somebody that cowers away from a fight? Do I look like somebody, if you see me in a back alley someplace and you come at me, do I look like the type of person you'd want to fight? So, with that being said, I hope it don't ever come to that, because these are guys I respect more than anybody in this business. But at the end of the day, we're going to do whatever it takes, because it's business as usual for us. And we're in the business of being the AMW Heavyweight Champion. And I don't care who steps across that ring against me. Me and Feel Fair have every intention on leaving the AMW Champion.
Folks, that does it for AMW-TV and our first ever installment here on Heroes and Icons. We hope that you will join us every Saturday this same time, and we hope that you'll join us tonight in Happy, Kentucky for our first ever TV taping. TV taping means you'll be seeing shots from that, you'll be seeing matches from that each and every week on Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Television. Hey, bring your signs, get excited. Maybe you'll see yourself on there alongside all the other Appalachian Mountain Wrestling superstars. So I'm Nathan Little, and we will see you guys next week.